Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to this week's training Q&A and announcements here in the Get Started and Retire Early Facebook group. Let me get all my tech in order here. We got so much that we're going to cover. And if you have any questions, please type them in the comments so that we can answer them here today live. So we do meet here every Wednesday at 2:30. Going over either any announcements, any questions that have popped up. If you're here live, you can ask questions. But we take what we see and we bring it into one section where you can tune in every Wednesday, 2:30 Eastern Standard Time, 11:30 Pacific, so that you can get your questions answered and hear what questions you didn't know what to ask because somebody else asked them. Okay. So with that being said, let me put on the let me know if you're in hashtag live, hashtag replay, and where are you coming in from? Where are you located? Type that in the comments while I bring up the Facebook group here. Hang on. All right. So now I can see your Q&A in the comments. So let me know you see and hear me just fine. All right. Christine said. Got you. We got a little bit of delay here, so no worries, no worries. But I wanted to come to you guys today and talk to you about, some creative deals that my students are working on, have closed, and the questions I'm hearing inside of the group. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to address those here. First and foremost, happy Valentine's Day. So I just saw this skit where this guy is going, happy Valentine's Day. And she goes, no, it's Valentine. He goes, yeah, Valentine's. No, Valentine, honey. It was hilarious. Anyways, apparently a lot of people say time with an M instead of an N. I love comedy. I love the comedy skits that I see. Anyways, so lots of love to you guys. I like to shower everybody with lots of love. Everyone gets to be seen and heard inside of this group. Be sure that you're going into the haves, wants, and needs thread here in the group so that you can network. That's what real estate investing is, right? Is networking. That's all I do. That's my master degree is networking right now. So anyways, I love the momentum that's going on in the group right now. Lots going on, lots going on, lots going on inside of our mastermind too. I just posted yesterday all the deals that we're been reviewing because each one of my students gets to pass a deal past me for two reasons. Deal review covers keeping them safe in an offer, right? And in a contract, how to write it, what to say. And then two, the creativeness. So a lot of people don't understand how I talk to the seller about being creative. Now you guys can learn there's we all know seller financing. We all know what we could do subject to the existing loan. We all know that we can do all of these things, but how do you tell the seller that you want to do these things and make it irresistible to them to want to do it? That's the trickster, right? And I don't mean trickster in tricking them. It's trickster in tricking you into understanding how valuable it is in offering that, how to say it. Right? How to say it so that it is so compelling that they want to say yes. Right? So that's what my students are learning. I'm so excited to watch the deals go by. I just had to share it with you guys yesterday. We have so many deal reviews going out, so many offers going out. I do train my students to do 3 to 4 offers a week so we can really just keep rocking and rolling. So again, put hashtag live or hashtag replay inside the comments so I know who I'm speaking to today, what's going on in the world. And also, I lost my note. No worries, I got it right here. Okay, so, dun, dun, dun. Okay, lots of techie things happening. You know, I don't do well with tech, just saying. So I just want to welcome a few people into the group here. Here at the Get Started Real Estate Investing group, we do have a track record And our youngest to retire is 28 years old. And our fastest to get into contract was within 5 days. So you guys want to be one of those people, right? Be on the board, on the 28 board or the 5-day board. You know, let's rock and roll it, because it's totally doable and totally possible in any market. I've been living off of real estate since the year 2000. I've watched the market go whoopsie wopsy, and in every single market, there's deals to be had. It's just the way that you position it and find them. Okay. So if you want to be on the 28 board or the 5 board, type it in the comments. Do you want to retire? That 28 board, you want to strive for that. You want to get into contract in the next 5 days. I mean, who do you want to be in real estate investing? How fast do you want to go? How fast do you want to take this? So again, I lay out all the steps for my students, and they get the gas pedal that goes fast or slow as they want to go. And some of them are just like rocket fuel, and some of them, you know, have a lot going on in their lives, and they just take it at the, okay, I did this, and then there's the next step, and then there's the next step. It doesn't matter where anybody's at or how you do it, because we all learn and do and implement things differently. It just matters that you get in the race, right? Just get in there and run your own race. It's you against you, nobody else. Okay. So, yeah, who wants to get on track? Let's go, let's go, let's go. So we're here to support you every step of the way. We have, like I mentioned, I announced last week, we have the 5-day challenge coming up. So type challenge in the comments if that is something that you want to know about. It's all about how to get started in real estate investing. All the nuances of, you know, start A to getting into contract, like it covers everything. Okay. So if you want to be a part of that training, let us know. We're going to make sure you get all the data for that. Totally free to join. So in this group, we like to give more than take, right? This is what I explained to all the new members coming in. We give more than you take in here. Jump in here, introduce yourself, let us know where you're at, post on the haves, wants, and needs thread, you know, networking, and then post questions, you know, here on this live here today, and or throughout the group. So some of you have been doing a really great job of that, posting in the Facebook, asking your questions. I can't stand it when people are stuck. I can't. So I'm going to breathe into you guys. I'm going to breathe into you and help you as much as I possibly can through text. And then sometimes I'll go in a DM and I'll be like sending you a voice clip because it's much longer than I could write in the comments. Because it depends. A lot of what people, the answers that I can give you depends on your situation. I might need more data. Okay, so check your DMs. I'm in your DM. Christine is in your DM, your direct message on Facebook. And if you're not friends with us, you'll see it in message requests. So make sure you go to the message request and see if we're in there and then respond there. We've had either a welcome message or an announcement message or something in there. Once you've come inside of the group, you should see those messages. So go ahead and check either from Christine or myself. Christine is your community manager here, helping you to get everything that you need from this group. And resources, like we have resources for you just for free. So you might as well get them. I want to tell you about a few creative deals that we've done with not just some of my Bottom Line Wealth students, BLW, but also DTB, our Ditch the Bank program. We just had a student close on a deal. And I got to tell you, it's exciting to watch everybody grow. It's so exciting to watch everyone grow and to close on their first deal and celebrate with them. And I just did a post the other day celebrating another client closing on another deal. And we take it serious here. We take it serious because it's not easy. Okay, it's simple. Real estate investing is simple, but it's not easy closing on that deal, that first deal, that second deal, that third deal, even. right? Especially creatively. Like, how does all that work? And how do you tell the seller? And then how do you do this at title? And how do you write it up? And then how do you, like, there's so many questions that come to the table on that. And that's what I walk my students through to make sure that they get through it safely, efficiently, and completely. So yeah, we meet each week here in this group. If you have questions, you just either type them, we'll collect them, and we'll answer them here. And then and I think I answered a few of them already in the comments. And then you can come here live and just type the Q, type a Q, and then put the questions. So as I'm going into the chat, I can see, oh, there's a question there. And Christine will make sure that I address it. Okay. So we have lots of new faces here in the group, so be sure to introduce yourself, take a selfie, say hello, and tell us your why. What are your goals? What do you want to do with real estate investing? Okay, you're also tagged on a thread that says start here. Start here. Okay, so that you can follow directions to get the most out of this group. Otherwise, you're just in another group and you don't even know what you're doing. So get the most out of this group by following the directions so that you can have everything that you need to do your real estate investing. All right. In this group, we train on wholesale, fix and flip, buy and hold, and money lending. So I get a lot of people going, well, I want to wholesale, so I'm not sure if this group's for me. Well, I want to flip. I'm not sure that. Yes, it is. I've done 6-figure flips. I've done a ton of wholesale in multiple states, and I have a portfolio. And I've done money lending. So wholesale, fix and flip, buy and hold, and money lending. Those are the strategies that I train on because that's what I've done for my own experience and empire that I built. And those of you that are just getting started, like, I don't even know how to get started. We have training for that so that you could lock it in and understand. And that's going to be that 5-day challenge coming up, how to get started in real estate investing. So make sure you put challenge in the comments. And so we can remember to we'll put you on the list. And as soon as we got the deets together, we'll send it out to you so you can register. Okay, it's completely free. And then for those of you that don't even know me, you're brand new, spanking new, pop it in here. We have quite a few of you. My name is Joanna Wright. I'm the founder of Bottom Line Wealth, the company, and founder of the Retire Mastermind program. We just launched the Ditch the Bank, the DTB Ditch the Bank accelerator, where we've got participants in there rocking their real estate for the very first time ever, closing on their first deal. I just love it. Setting themselves up as a business, really understanding the nuances of being a business in real estate, not just closing on one deal and go, I'm good, I'm going to go back to my W-2, but actually building a portfolio and treating this like a real business. Okay. I give a lot of details. I sometimes say so much that people go, oh, that's so much. But the great thing is it's recorded. You can go back and do the rewind and go over it again, because technically you're only going to retain 7% of what I say here today anyways. So come back, do the replay, understand. On any of the trainings that we do, you want the recordings. And because it feels like fire hose, especially if you're not used to it. And I have a lot of realtors that jump in. I have those that got their real estate license, and those that are trying to get their real estate license because they want to do real estate investing. And what I got to say to those that already have your license, you got sucked into the wormhole of first-time home buyers and being a service on the weekends and the evenings and forgot all about your empire, right? And so now you're trying to understand the real estate investing side of it. And for those that are thinking they want to get their real estate license in order to do real estate investing because you thought it would be a helpful tool, it can be a helpful tool. I am a licensed realtor in California. I don't practice anymore. I make way more money and I leverage my time as an investor working with realtors. So share the love. Don't think you have to wear all the hats. That's the first thing you want to learn. Don't wear all the hats. It costs a lot of money to keep those fees up now more than ever. you got to belong to the National Association, the local association, the MLS fees, all of these things, broker desk, if you have that fee, like there's so many fees that it takes to be a realtor. It's not even worth it. Just not even worth it for me. That's my understanding. I've been licensed for decades, and the more benefit I see is just being the investor side of it. Okay. And I like to serve and help people all day long, don't get me wrong. So if that's your take on it, so be it. But I just had a client close on a real estate deal, and several deals have been submitted my way. We got more in the pipeline. My students are trained to make 3 to 4 offers a week. Sometimes it's messy and they don't have all the pieces. It's not perfect. And there's a lot of review and go back, review and go back, review and go back. Because you know what? It eventually gets to where it's just one review and the offer's made and they get to move forward. Right? So I really want you guys to just be okay with being a little bit messy. Okay. We have a lot going on right now. I just had another deal across my desk with a very unique situation of a cross-collateralized deal. So cross-collateralization is where you have a property and you use another property's equity to fund that property. And so there's a lien on the property. It's not necessarily a loan on the property, but it's a lien on the property. Okay. And very few lenders do this, but there are lenders out there that do this. And it's not always worth it, but sometimes it is. It just depends on your situation or the investor's situation. It's more old school and not used as widely today as it was back in the day. But it's out there. And so it was a unique one that came up after, I can't even tell you, thousands of deals that I've reviewed. A student came to me for the very first time and had a cross-collateralization lien on a property. So, and she couldn't have known that. She's like, well, I don't understand. They said there's a loan on the property, but there's not a loan on the property. So I hope you guys got that. So there was a lien on the property, but there wasn't a loan on the property. And that's where it can get kind of confusing. Let me know if you've ever experienced cross-collateralization in the chat. Go ahead and comment. I got a couple people on here. But yeah, it's a matter of having someone. So she was able to lean on me and go, I don't understand. Here's the notes. Here's what she said. I don't understand what's going on here. And so because she had my eyes to review the deal, and I said, I bet you this is a cross-collateralization because there's really no other answer. And so she actually got to be the professional and say, is there is this the issue with the property? And the realtor goes, well, yeah. And so being able to have those nuggets to be able to talk diligently to the people in front of you, the realtors, the sellers, the lenders, and different people in front of you, that's what's important. So she was able to lean on that. I have a couple things that I wanted to go over here. Yeah, I missed it. Okay. Yeah, so this one was found on the MLS. Okay. And another deal we're looking at is not. So there's one on the MLS, one that's not. Another with creative one that we're looking at. Let me see here. Another deal that we're looking at. I have notes here that I took because I want to talk to you guys all about them. And mind you, all of these are nationwide. So it's not in one spot. So some of you might be thinking, oh, well, you could do that over in that area or that area, but I'm over here. And I'm not putting a specific name or state to that because it really doesn't matter. You could do this anywhere. Any creative deals could be done anywhere. Okay, and so here we are back at my notes. So this one was found on the MLS and she's speaking to a realtor. And there's another one that's direct to the seller. I encourage to be direct to seller because realtors are not educated in creative deals. And when they hear something creative like seller financing or any other thing that you want to bring to the table, they go, no. They say no because they're scared they're going to be cut out of the deal. All right. So just make sure that you are not cutting out the realtors. You should do good, because they just go, but how? And just go, don't worry, I'm not going to cut you out. I'm going to structure it so that you're paid. Don't worry about it. All right. So we have a Ditch the Bank student doing walkthrough. So we just had a walkthrough. One of the homework assignments was to actually walk through a property, right, and run down the rehab of it. What she thought was the rehab of it. So now she gets to bring it back and say, this is my thoughts on it, right? And so she gets that deal review to know if she's looking at it correctly. Is that helpful for you guys to be able to know if you're looking at a deal right? Am I looking at the numbers right? Let me know in the comments your thoughts of that. And then we had another student, the BLW student, adding the Bottom Line Wealth company, adding to their portfolio. And did I say welcome to the new people here? So I just ran across my list here. My team sent me my list. My goodness, do I want to say every single one of you guys? Yes, everyone gets to be seen and heard. So if I butcher your name, I apologize in advance here. Irma, Olga, Jessica, Sierra, Leslie, Rhonda, Cheryl, Wendy, Danny, hello. Alana, Andrea, Unica, Penelope, Rena, Trish, Melissa, Felicia, Shalena. I think I just butchered that one. I apologize. Shalena. It sounds beautiful. Cindy, Selena, Talitha, Shalia, Claudia, Juanita, Alexis, Casey. It's spelled a little differently. Dominic, Chase, and then Shao and Lily. My goodness. Thank you all for stepping into the Get Started and Retire Early Real Estate Investing group. Thank you, team, for getting that list over to me and letting me see how many beautiful souls actually get to join in here and have fun and ask questions and network and do deals together. And everyone has something to bring to the table. So let us know who you are and what you do. What's your why? What's your goals? Introduce yourself, take a selfie, get used to people seeing you and having a conversation with you. Makes life so much easier when you're trying to do a real estate deal, when you can kind of connect in a little bit deeper way. Okay, so share something about you inside of the Facebook group. And then another question that came up was, why would a seller do seller financing? So I was just on a call yesterday, and one of the things that they wanted was cash flow. They wanted cash flow. They were going to sell their property because they needed cash. And I said, well, why don't you do a seller carry? And then you can create cash flow out of that and have a monthly payment that comes to you. So you're not having cash, and you get to save on taxes, right? And you get to save on taxes. And they're like, oh my God, that's great. So here's someone who wants to sell a house that is excited about creative real estate investing because it works for them, right? So not everybody that you call is it going to work for. A, they're probably not going to understand it. And B, you're probably not going to explain it that well if you're not used to doing it. All right, so go ahead and make the offers, get messy if you want to, post it inside the group, let us know what you're doing so we can support you in it. All right, and then don't worry about being a little bit messy. Just don't write a contract to where you feel like you're locked in until you have real answers. I'll give you that much of a professional tip, okay? But you can make the calls, do the due diligence, run the numbers, figure it out. Hey, I'm looking at this deal, post it inside of the Facebook group, and let us know where you're at and where you get stuck at. Okay. And I was just on a call with another student, a BLW student, and she was having trouble with the cold calls, right? She was having trouble with the cold calls. And so we got on the line and I gave her some tips on how to make the calls, and she feels so much better now. Right. And she's like, oh, I'm ready. And this is good. Yes, I could do that. And I'm ready to to do this because it took the load off of her of trying to be perfect, right? There's no need for any of us to be perfect. And I got to tell you, the very first time I did a cold call, a cold call, I was, I would break out in sweats. My palms were all sweaty. And I'm like, and that's how I sounded on the phone. I kid you not. But this is years ago, decades ago. And guess what? Action brings clarity, which makes it easier to do the deed in front of you. So take action. I'll leave you with that. Take action so that it makes it easier to do. The more action you take, the easier it gets. All right. You could even practice. I give you a little homework assignment. So if you want to get on a Facebook Live and do a seller call on there, give me an example of a seller call, who you're talking to. You could do a Facebook Live inside of the group and just get it out of your system, right? And we give you feedback. We could do a little role play in there. Does that sound like fun? Some of you just broke out in a sweat and said, no. And others like, I'm all over it. So whoever you are, it's okay. You get to be who you want to be. Let me make sure there's any questions in here. Andrea's in there. Christine, love that idea. She said, yes. There's all kinds of reasons sellers need to sell, and they need to hear from you, right? They need to hear from you. Put those creative offers together so that it makes sense to the seller and to you, not just for you and not just for them. It has to be a win-win for everybody. All right. So I hope you're having a beautiful day. And if there's anything I can support you with, just type in the comments or type in the Facebook group. Do some role play, make some calls. Let's see where you're at and get you moving on the real estate investing train. Get on that board of the retire at 28 or be in contract in 5 days, right? Whichever board you want. It's all good. It's all good. I want to get on that retire board, right? And just choose your number. I don't care if you're 28, 38, 98, whatever it is, right? Get on the board and let's get you rocking and rolling. All right. I hope you're having a beautiful day. If you have any questions that pop up, let us know and we'll see you inside the group. Welcome again to the group. Bye-bye.